I'm Steve Caplin for CreativePro, and here's a picture of a woman looking at a painting in an art gallery, and we're going to make this dolphin leap out of that painting. So first of all, let's hide the dolphin, and with the lasso tool, let's outline the painting area in this picture. I'll zoom in on it, and we can click the top left-hand corner, hold the Alt or Option key to draw straight lines between click points, and click the next corner, and the next, and the next. And because this bends out slightly, we'll just click halfway along. When we release the mouse button, there's our painting area selected. We'll zoom out again. Turn on the dolphin layer, and we'll make a new layer mask for this layer. And we'll go to Reveal Selection, so it's only visible in that layer mask area. Now, if we switch to the Move tool, and we drag it around, the mask moves with it. And that's because they're chained together. So undo that, click the chain icon to unlink them, and now click on the layer as opposed to the layer mask, and now when we move it, the mask stays where it is and the dolphin moves by itself. Let's put it here. And now let's disable this layer mask by holding the Shift key and clicking on its thumbnail. We will use the Object Selection tool and drag it around the dolphin. There it is selected, and we can go to Layer, New, Layer via Copy. Let's now reveal that layer mask again, and there is the dolphin leaping out of the frame. There's a bit of it sticking over the frame at the back. We can just go onto the eraser tool and take that off. So far so good, but it doesn't look very convincing, and that's because there's a strong shadow underneath the frame, so the dolphin needs to cast a shadow as well. We can load up the dolphin area as a selection by holding Command or Control and clicking on its thumbnail. We'll make a new layer and call it Shadow, and click OK. We want to fill this layer with black, which is the foreground colour, so hold Option or Alt and hit the backspace key, and that fills the current selection with the foreground colour. We'll deselect, move the shadow behind the dolphin, and now let's use Free Transform, Command T or Control T, and we'll drag the shadow down and hold Command or Control to click on that center handle to shear it so it's reaching down. That fin is inside the painting, so we don't want that to project below. So let's shear, make it a little bit deeper, and that's about the right place for this shadow. And click Enter to apply it. Now we only want this shadow to show up outside the painting and not inside the painting. We'll need a layer mask. Well, we've already got a layer mask on the dolphin layer. So hold Option or Alt, click on that layer mask, and we can drag that to copy it onto the shadow layer. Just like the dolphin, that shadow is now enclosed completely within the painting. We'll select the shadow, go to Image, Adjustments, and Invert, and now it's visible outside the painting, but not inside it. There's a little bit sticking up the top there, and we can use the Brush tool, set to 100%, to paint out the shadow over the top. We'll move from the mask to the shadow layer itself, and we'll choose Filter, Blur, and Gaussian Blur to give it some softness. And round about 14 pixels should be about right. And click OK. Let's move it down slightly. And we want it to be less strong than that. We can reduce the opacity using the number keys. So 3 gives you 30%, 8 will give you 80%. I think we want round about 50% for this shadow. It needs to fade away as it recedes away from the dolphin. So let's go to the brush tool again. We'll set the brush opacity to just 20%. Return to the layer mask. We can gradually paint it out so that it fades as it recedes away from the painting. And there is our dolphin leaping out of the frame at this surprisingly unperturbed onlooker.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel. And for thousands more how-to articles and tutorials, visit our website, CreativePro.com, and become a member today. Thanks for learning with us.